Hey guys, we are back today with episode number 14 of Truck History. On this episode, we are switching things up a bit. We're going to cover a brand today who, although is primarily associated with cars and pickup trucks, also produced some pretty amazing heavy-duty over-the-road trucks too. Today, we will be taking you through the history of Ford trucks. Let's get started. Although Ford Motor Company was originally established in 1903 by automotive giant Henry Ford, it wasn't until much later in the company's history that they began constructing their medium and heavy-duty truck lines. For the purposes of this video, we will be focusing primarily on Ford's medium and heavy-duty trucks beginning nearly 40 years after its founding. In January of 1948, Ford Motor Company gave way to a new era with the release of their legendary F-Series truck line. This new series, which was promoted by Ford as their bonus-built line, covered a wide range of models with different cab and chassis configurations from the lightest capacity F1 all the way to the heaviest duty F8 truck. The F5 and F6 were medium-duty trucks available in three configurations: a conventional model, a cabover or so-called C-Series variant, as well as a school bus B-Series truck. The F7 and F8 models were heavy-duty conventional trucks built for commercial use and sported Lincoln Y-block engines with 5-speed transmissions. The trucks were better known by their nickname Big Job and were officially marketed as such beginning in 1951. Despite the vast model range featured in the F-Series lineup, Ford shared the same cab design on all the F-Series trucks. In 1953, Ford decided to make some updates to their F-Series and officially redesignated the cabover variants as the C-Series. Although the trucks themselves largely remained the same, a cab-forward truck with a helmet-shaped hood, the models now consisted of the C500, C600, C700, C750, and C800. In 1957, the C-Series was updated again, but this time with a brand new squared-off cabover design. During this time, diesel engine models were designated with an extra 0 at the end, such as the C9000. In 1958, Ford unleashed their brand new V8 Super Duty engine to replace the old Lincoln Y-block engines that were being used at the time. In 1961, Ford introduced a new variant of their C-Series, the H-Series, in order to move into the Class 8 cabover engine truck market. This H-Series model sported a cab which was much higher on the chassis, allowing additional space for a larger grille. The higher placement of the H-Series truck gave it a stacked appearance, soon earning it the nickname of the two-story Falcon. In 1963, Ford merged their beloved conventional F-Series and cabover C-Series trucks to come up with its love child, the N-Series. In addition to being the first Class 8 conventional produced by the company, the N-Series trucks sported a shorter wheelbase and a higher mounted cab, which resulted in improved visibility and a tighter turning radius. Although its looks might be slightly deceiving, the N-Series is not a cabover engine. In fact, the cab itself is the same one used on the F-Series, which has caused it to sometimes be referred to as the flat-nose F-Series. In 1966, the W-Series is introduced as the replacement for its predecessor, the H-Series. These new heavy-duty cabover W-Series trucks were designed to reduce operating costs and were available in both single and tandem axle models with a 52-inch bumper-to-back-of-cab standard cab or 82-inch bumper-to-back-of-cab sleeper. By the end of the 1960s, Ford began streamlining their heavy truck line. In 1967, the medium and heavy-duty F-Series trucks, the F600 through F800, became a larger, separate model line. In hopes to further progress their heavy truck range, Ford began working on an all-new model line, thus giving birth to the L-Series in 1970. This L-Series was produced in the Kentucky truck plant located near Louisville, which eventually gave rise to the Louisville line nickname. This L-Series, or Louisville line, as it was known better, came with a heavier-duty chassis, a larger cab, and a front-hinged hood for improved accessibility. The L-Series was introduced in 4 size ranges, with 2 hood lengths and grille styles, and with single or tandem, denoted by the T in the model name, rear axles. Included in the L line were the L600 through L900 and L6000 through L9000 diesel variants. 1 year later, in 1971, Ford introduced another option for the L Series with the set-back front axle configuration. For the better part of the 70s, the L Series saw a few major changes. That is until 1976, when the LL-LTL 9000 was unveiled as a truck specifically designed with long-haul drivers in mind. The LTL 9000 truck was built as a competitor to the other popular trucks at the time, like the GMC General, the Kenworth W900, Peterbilt 359, and Mack Superliner. This truck was fitted with a set-forward front axle and a longer hood, allowing larger powertrains to be used. In 1978, the CL Series was introduced as a new lightweight cab-over-engine truck. The CL Series was very similar to the C Series trucks, but with an all-new aerodynamically advanced cab design that reduced drag and weight. Ford was not only on a roll here in the States, but also overseas. A few years later, in 1981, Ford of Britain started the production of the Cargo model. This cargo truck was a forward control cab-over-engine model, serving as a successor to the larger British transcontinental cabover. The Cargo was such a huge success abroad that in 1986, Ford decided to bring it to the United States market as well. While the Cargo truck was largely intended to replace the C Series immediately, the popularity of the C Series in niche applications led to both model lines being marketed concurrently through the end of the 80s. With the Cargo gradually phasing out the C Series trucks. Ford wasn't done with the 80s quite yet, and in 1988 they released their AeroMax L9000 truck as a response to the aerodynamic Kenworth T600. The new design of the AeroMax was essentially an extensive upgrade to the L9000 truck. While the AeroMax shared the same cab and hood of the LS9000, the AeroMax used a setback front axle and a form-fitting bumper with swept front fenders. The AeroMax trucks had skirted fuel tanks for better aerodynamics and a specifically designed Aero Bullet sleeper unit. Following its introduction as a semi-tractor, the AeroMax line expanded into the vocational truck lineup alongside the rest of the L Series. Next in the new AeroMax lineup would come in 1991 with the LA 8000 truck for Baby 8 intracity delivery. The next year, in 1992, the AeroMax lineup saw the introduction of the extended hood set-back front axle models LLA and LT LA 9000. In 1996, the L Series of Ford heavy-duty trucks underwent a major redesign, and the new second-generation heavy truck line was almost exclusively for Class 8 weight ranges. In the redesign, the popularity of the Louisville nickname led Ford to drop the L Series nomenclature and officially adopt the Louisville nameplate. Despite this new revamp to their heavy-duty truck line, in 1997, Ford decided to sell their heavy-duty truck line division to Daimler-Benz. After the purchase, Daimler began redesigning and producing their own versions of the Ford-developed trucks. In 1998, Daimler unveiled their new versions of these trucks as a revival of the defunct truck manufacturing brand Sterling Trucks. For more information on Sterling, please check out our History of Sterling Trucks video located on this channel. You are now up to date on the history of Ford trucks. Before you leave, make sure you like the video, check out the other videos on our channel, and subscribe. If you'd like to stay up to date with the new projects we have coming, follow us at Jock's Chrome Show on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We have surpassed our 10,000 subscriber goal, so thank you all for your continued support. We really appreciate it. Next stop, 20K. Our new truck history and diesel history shirts are now available at jackschromeshow.com, so make sure you check them out on the website. Today is the last day to snag a shirt for $15 with our Black Friday Cyber Monday sale. If you're in the mood for some chrome, drop by our Chrome Shop's website, jackschromeshop.com, and save on your order by using the discount code YouTube. Thanks for watching, we'll see you next week, and remember, if your rig don't shine, you don't know Jack.